Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program Rise of the Dark Fog. Let's pick things off where I actually left off last episode. So I want to get this going. We need energetic graphite. And I can fairly easily see where... I hope I can properly see where this is meant to be going. I think it's on this line. Yeah, it's on this line, but I need a bit of foundation. And now I need to move this just slightly. Yep, and let's go all the way over here. And I'm finally gonna use the blueprint functionality. This is actually done wrong. Let me correct this. Oh, I see what's happening there. Okay, I will not copy that, I will not alter that right now. I'll just blueprint this bit. And I'll do... four more lanes in total. Oh, that's the first blueprint that I've done. That's a bit awkward. So let me go ahead and get some of these. I think I'm very low on these ones. So let's get some more of those, and I do want more of those too. Let's get just one. And I am missing these things. Okay, let's merge everything. I think I have plenty of things right now. Oh, actually, I have plenty of things -1. I do not have the storage boxes. And now let's get those. I can fairly reasonably queue up a lot of them as I'm gonna use a lot of them. So let's land. There's no way to burn fuel unnecessarily. So energetic graphite is a very simple... How are you, lack of... Let's DQ those once again, and let's get all the items that I need over there. So this is a 6, this is perfect. Can I get a 7? No, don't move. I can get a 7. And maybe an 8 here. Oh, wow. I actually got an 8 there. I didn't expect to be able to get it, but that's a very well saturated lane. And let's see. This is 1, 2 to 1. I don't want to overproduce. I was thinking whether I can or can't use the advanced belt. But speaking of advanced belts, my research is currently idle. And the next thing I want to go for is the PLS. So for PLS I will need that. I need a thruster. I need from over here vertical construction. And after this I should be able to get this one. I do need to get titanium smelting, definitely. Energy storage. I can definitely use energy storage, and that one I cannot get. I'll just queue up a couple more technologies, like we do need to get towards structure matrices. And that belt needs to make its way over there somehow. I might just loop it over like this. We'll see. Maybe just go on the second level all the way. So see, this should be more space compact, space efficient. And this is gonna be the out belt. I don't think that's enough room. And I should have that recipe somewhere very close by. Over here. Let's get it like that, and I do need more foundation here. Are these in the right order? No, they are the other way around. That's 6 of them, and let's get the belt to full length. This only need to go all the way over there. Can I get something without going too many levels up? I don't think I can use a space here, unfortunately. But okay, we have access to level 3 sorters and level 2 belt. That's really awesome. Okay, the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna reverse the path here. Take this up. And lack of item, unfortunately. So let's go grab a few more belts. I still have hats. So this will Basically, the reason why I put a hat on there is now I can go on the map, and as long as I can navigate here, I can just grab as many as I can from anywhere on the planet, which is good. I like it. So, getting back to this, I'm gonna go all the way here and finally down and into this one. Is that the right one? Okay, let's cut this for now. Okay, for some reason I totally forgot to upgrade some of these. Let's go on level 2, and this is gonna be a line all the way here. Really? Surely there's a better way to do this. It's still gonna be ugly, but a bit less ugly. But anyway, we now have these ones. And let's watch the resources come in. I want to make sure that the build is actually good and that we're producing all of these, and it looks like we are producing. Yes, we actually have these in our inventory, and if I'm not mistaken, I needed just one of them. Let me grab a few of these too. And I do need to grab just a bit of steel. I can craft this one. Now let's do something fun. When I say fun, I mean different type of fun than the one that I usually have. And we're gonna go for the planetary base of the dark fog. Now there are a few units around swarming around here. They did just start to expand, but I do not want to deal with them on this planet. We'll have plenty of room to see more what they're capable of on the next planets. And I do have 2 babs, I do have 8 signal towers, which should be more than enough. Plenty of fuel on me. And plenty of missiles on me, so that should be quite good. Let's go for this. And let's put these ones over here. So let's see. These ones will require foundation. Let's try to move on this line. This is a pretty nice coal deposit. Does this reach all the way over there? No. Let's see. Okay, let's get some foundation. Oh, really? Maybe it did reach and I just didn't see it. So let's plant our defense here. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I want to have one of these that is just out of range and have a couple of babs down. And now we're just gonna slowly advance, and this is gonna trigger an attack on this tower. So I will actually, can I build a couple more of these? I am ready to dismantle this if we start taking too much damage, but I think we have plenty of rockets not to be worried about a few small ships and 2 babs that are gonna be able to repair everything. And let's go ahead, advance just a bit more. I'm gonna build a bab for that one. And as you can see, our rocket turrets, missile turrets, are actually smashing through this without any problems. There is one more thing to take care of over there. They're fully aggroed now. I need to make sure I'm not taking any damage. But there we have it. Our first thing over here is destroyed. Our first base is destroyed. There's no more threat coming here. We still have this tower all the way up here in the orbit. What is it called? A relay station. So that is the central core dispatches relay stations to planets to build planetary bases as needed. After construction of planetary base, a relay station continues to stay above the planetary base to connect between the planetary base and the hive. It will dispatch vessels to transfer base matter production to the hive and ship back energy to the base. Relays are the last insurance of the hive. If a planetary base is destroyed, its relay will try to rebuild if there is the remaining matter and energy. If the central core of a hive is destroyed, relays will send heavy barges to reconstruct the core. Given the importance of the relay station, attacking them amounts to declaring full-scale war on the dark fog. Some hapless engineers have ended up hapless? Is that a word? I do not know that word. I will have to look it up. Engineers have ended up as its casualties, even though they just wanted to test the missile turrets. And they just tried to build a new station there. We want to prevent that, so that actually sends the relay station away. Alternatively, we could use landfill to fill this up, but why would we want to use landfill when we can get this one that produces a whopping 53 megawatts of constant power? 15.3. 53 would have been very nice, but again, 15.3 free power. That's the keyword here, free power. Now I can get all of these dismantled, and the only thing that we really need here, that's really awesome, we have thrusters now. The only thing that we really need here is, let's see, I think that this is enough to connect. Get one here and get another one there. So from 55 we're upgrading to 70 megawatts of free power. That is really awesome. Now the dark fog will eventually send more more of those things to our base, and they will create more of those power sources. So yes, please. But for now, this is, well, we just had our first sort of fight with the dark fog. We smashed them. We were very well prepared. We had quite a few turrets, like we have these turrets here, we have lots of turrets here. We're gonna use this for our planet defense when they will eventually come knocking to our doors. But for now, let's focus a bit on our base. And I did unlock a few things, a few things that I would be able to build off the boss. Like the thrusters, for instance, this will be required for the PLS. What else do we have here? We have a few chemical products. We don't really need diamonds right now. This will be required for the next power cube, for the yellow cube. Matrix, whatever it's called. We do have all of the things here produced. The chemical things are not being produced and I'm fine with that for now, but actually the next thing that I want to do is first of all to land. I would really love to land, but I want to automate buildings. I am tired of handcrafting and I am flattening this area because I am going to do a build over here. I will leave a bit of room, so maybe something like this. Just temporary, actually 2 of them maximum. So up to this line, and I won't go any further into here because I'm gonna run into some of the production lines. Now this is gonna be temporary. I don't want to have a boss like this. As cool as having long-running belts across the entire planet might look, I don't actually like this design. I do prefer efficient use of space. So this is going to go away at some point. Not immediately though. I do want to see how the power here is going. So if I so happen to disconnect these from the power grid, are these fully disconnected? Yes, these are fully disconnected now. How is my base doing? We're actually self-sufficient. Sort of. Well, obviously this is not a good thing to do, because this means that we do not have any... we've stopped all the production here, here and here. So that's not something that I want, but I can very easily cut this off. Let me just refuel a bit. This is the best type of fuel I have available for now, so just use this one. But these ones should be running out of fuel fairly quickly. Did I disconnect these ones as well? I think I've disconnected those ones as well. Make sure I reconnect everything. So I just want to make a bit of economy on fuel while I still can, a bit of economy on coal consumption. There we go, we're finally running out of fuel, but I think our base should hold. If we ever run out of power, we can very easily go to enable that one. So we're getting into the part of the game that is fairly new to me, and I do not remember everything, but I do believe that, like for instance, logistic distributors are not used in any other recipes. There's a few things that are gonna be used in other recipes, like the way the sorters are chained together. But first thing that I want to automate is the actual bits that we require for automation. And let's start kicking things off. I do have a design in mind that I want to use here. And I think we have a bit of space. I think we have plenty of space actually. Let's align things. Let's align things right over here. Is that good enough? Yeah, that is, I believe, good enough. I want to take a bit of buffer. I don't want to run into any issues as we move along, so I'll actually do this over here. I grabbed the wrong thing there. I wanted to grab one of these. So this one will just be your 1 in a mil output. Nothing's too special to it. Out of everything, the hardest to do is, for me manually, is the logistic distributor and bots. And I want to automate these as soon as possible. I am out of power poles. We'll need to automate those as well. So the way this is gonna work is I want to have a pretty one size fits all patterns and upgradable pattern, and if I'm not mistaken, the maximum number of ingredients that I'm gonna require for any recipe is gonna be 4. So that means that we'll need to import up to 4 things. Now, unfortunately, one side of the factory only has 3 input slots and there's no way around it. So the way we're gonna take care of this is I'm actually gonna design the full 4 slot. And I'm gonna save this into blueprints. So I'll have this one go over here, and then we can have I believe that this one actually needs to go, so one of these can make its way over here. But not both of them. Can both of them go there? No, they cannot. So unfortunately, this is gonna be the one that's gonna have to come here, and this one here. And if I am not mistaken, okay, that is wrong. This needs to be 1 space extra. And this one goes over here, and this one goes over here. Now I should be able to fit all 4 chests, and most importantly, I should be able to fit all 4 of these. Now, as ingredient requirements will go down, so do I have enough? Let me handcraft hopefully the last few of these that I'm gonna need. Now, basically I'm gonna try to keep the last row always on, and I will create a mirror build of this as well. So basically just flip this around, keep the symmetry, maybe have a bit more space here if I require just one or two ingredients. So this one is going to be the first one that's going to go away, then this one, and I don't think there's anything we can do for just one, so these two will be optional. There will be inserters here. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 inserters. I believe that this one power pole should also be able to power everything up. Yes, that is correct. Let me clear up the recipe, and I'm actually gonna create my first blueprint over here. Now, I do have a few blueprints in my library that I've played around with. I do have a few others that I have not imported yet, but one thing that I generally won't do in playthroughs, in full campaigns, is use blueprints that I not have handcrafted in that game. I will do some tutorials, I might do some how-to videos and whatnot, where I might just use blueprints out of the box where they're not relevant for the topic. But I do strongly feel that doing a playthrough of any type and using blueprints is a bit like cheating, in the sense that, well, I can just plot down an entire base and then just fill the blueprints and, well, I have the whole game done. There's nothing else for me to do. Now, I know that in here it's not quite as such because there is a limit on the number of items per blueprint, but still there's way around it. So yeah, just a bit of a rant there in why I am not using blueprints. I don't have all the IPLs and TPLs and logistic distributor setups and main bosses just plotted down. I do want to go through with all of you to the thought process behind building this, putting them one by one, and once this is done, I am more than happy to just go and create a blueprint. Now, before I do the blueprint, I do want to do one more thing that I want to have in the blueprint, which is the limit. I won't set the filters. I just said I won't set the filters, but I do want to have, I think I'll limit everything to one slot. One. So this is all limited now, that's perfect. This is, I will want to set this up. I don't want this to provide to Icarus, and I want this to be a requester with this automatically enabled. So let's copy settings, paste, paste, paste. Insufficient logistic bots, that's fair enough. There's no filters, that's perfect. And this one, provide and collect from Icarus. This is going to be a distributor as well, so we'll let others take from this box as well. So now that this is done, let's create a few blueprints. So let's name this mall, and if we go into here, let's just name this 4 in. This is gonna be named 3 in, 2 in, and I'm actually not gonna use this one. This is gonna be a 4 to 1. I could put icons here, but this is not icon specific, so I guess I could put down the assembly machine. And I haven't actually done this. How do I actually... Okay, so can I do this? Copy, okay. And I can go in here, I can say 4 in. I can paste this and I can use the icon. Okay, I finally managed to do it, I think. Now, let's change this a bit. And I'm gonna demolish just that. And this is gonna be our 3 in. Copy this. There's probably better ways of doing this, but this is the one I know. This is gonna be a 3 in. Really? When I paste, it changes the title as well. That's why it had issues previously. So let's go with 4.1 here. Save changes. And the last one. Well, actually, I should be able to remove this. I will remove this one. Hopefully I got everything in it. So let's go ahead, copy, save blueprint, and I'm just gonna call it 2 in. I'll use 2 to 1. Save changes, and can I move this into a blueprint book? Okay. Surely I can move a blueprint once created into a book. But there you have it. This is the design that I'm gonna use. And in the next episode, I will actually expand all this area over here I'll probably go one lane for now because I want to keep this copper deposit open. But yeah, I'll just queue up all the things that we need to build. There's quite a few recipes here that I want to automate. Maybe all of them even, who knows? But all of that in the next episode, as we are getting close to time. We're actually on time for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you here next time.